Greetings everybody. Welcome to yet another session of Excel by Excelarator. Today we are going to see how to use SUMIF function. In our earlier video we have seen simple sum function. SUMIF is somewhat advanced version of the same sum function. As the name suggests, SUMIF is made up of two words, sum, which means addition of numbers, and the second half is if. In general terms, we can say if certain criteria is met by the record, then only the numbers will be added. So what is SUMIF? We can use the SUMIF function to sum the values in a range that meet criteria that we have specified. Syntax of SUMIF function is SUMIF open parenthesis range, which means data where criteria is to be matched. Second attribute is criteria. Criteria is nothing but the condition that we want to be matched in the selected range. And third attribute is sum range. Sum range is the range of data, or rather numeric data, which we want to have sum of. So to begin with, I have sample data, which you must have also seen in the previous videos, which have 4 columns like date, state of sales, products that are sold, and sales value. Sale F10 gives us total of sales. Same sale we are going to use to cross-check our results with the SUMIF function. Now let's start with the SUMIF function. The first way of using SUMIF function is equal to SUMIF open parenthesis, now range. As we have seen, range is data where criteria is to be matched. Now let's assume we want sales from the state of Punjab. So the range becomes the column state, records in the column state. Selected, comma, criteria. Criteria is, as we have just mentioned, Punjab. We want to match this criteria with the data selected in this range. And comma, sum range. Since we want sum of sales from the state of Punjab, sum range would be figures in the column sales and closed parenthesis. Press enter and you will get the figure 6,78,814. If we want to cross check, let's apply filter here, data tab, filter, and let's select the state as Punjab. So if you see, the total is 6,78,840. Now if you closely see the cell contents, that is formula, you will here see that the range is given as sales square brackets and state. This is because I have formatted the sample data as table. If we remove the table formatting, that is right click, table, and convert to range. Do you want to convert the table to a normal range? Yes. Now this is not a table anymore. This is a normal formatted data. If we again see the cell, now it has changed to normal addressing. SUMIF is the name of the sheet. D12 to D42, that is the records in the state column. Let's undo this. Again it is converted to table addressing. Let's remove the filter. So we have seen how to use the criteria in the formula, but typing in the criteria directly in the formula is hard coding in a formula, which is definitely not recommended when you are using Excel formulas, because if something changes, the formula will remain same and the results might be wrong. So what is the solution to this? The solution is using simple reference cells. So instead of typing in Punjab, we will refer this criteria attribute to the cell number H7. Press enter. Now since there is no criteria in the cell, results are null. Now let's put Kerala. When we press enter, the result is given. Now let's see if this is right. Let's select the state of Kerala. There you go. It is 4,76,745, which is the same result given by the SUMIF function. So these are two methods by which you can use SUMIF function. One is hard coding the formula and another is linking to the cell criteria. Now yet another feature of the SUMIF function is you will be also able to use the criteria with comparison symbols like greater than, less than, is equal to. How to use? Let's see. Let's assume that we want sum of all cells where date is less than 10th of February 2017. So the criteria would be less than 10th of February 2017. Enter. Now because the range that we had given earlier is different than the criteria we are trying to match, no results are shown. So let's change the formula to include dates column in the range attribute. There you go. Formula stands altered. Press enter. So that gives us 15,70,426. Let's cross check it. Date filters before 10th of February 2017. Press enter. So the same figures you can see. Now going ahead, as we have seen in the start of the video, I told you that sum range is optional attribute because it is mentioned in square brackets. That means if range attribute is a numerical column, which is the same column you want numbers to be added, then you do not require sum range attribute to be defined. Now let's see how it can be done. Let's change the problem statement. Sum of all sales where sales is greater than 1 lakh. Enter. So criteria is greater than 1 lakh. Now again, since the range was date, results will be null. So let's change this range attribute. Let's first delete the old range and select sales. Enter. So it is 5,07,534. Let's check if it is right. First remove the filter and then reset the filter, number filter greater than 1 lakh rupees. So that gives us 5,07,534 sales more than 1 lakh. Now if you see, we still have all the 3 attributes mentioned here, but a little while ago I said that third attribute is not required because range and third attribute, that is sum range, are same. So let's try to remove sum range. Only true attributes. Press enter. Still the answer remains the same because range and sum range both are the same ranges. That is what we mean when we say sum range is optional attribute. Let's remove the filter. Now let's try it one more time and put criteria as accessories. Control C, Control V, accessories. Let's type in the function to revise. SUMIF, open range, open parenthesis. What is the range? Since accessories belong to product, range would also be product records. Select it. Comma, what is the criteria? Product name equal to accessories. We linked attribute to the cell reference. Comma, sum range, total of sales. Select, closed parenthesis, enter. That gives us 9,07,648. Let's check it once. Filter, product equal to accessories. So that gives us 9,07,648. You can also try wildcard characters like asterisks, and you can try and play with the SUMIF function, and you can check and practice how it works. So to revise, SUMIF function is used to sum the values in a range that meet the criteria that we have specified. And the 3 attributes that SUMIF function uses is range, that means data where the criteria needs to be matched. Criteria is the condition which needs to be satisfied to add up the numbers or figures. and sum range is the range of numeric figures which we want to be added and also which satisfy conditions mentioned in the criteria. So that is how you use SUMIF function. That's it for today. In the next video, we will see one more advanced sum version, that is SUMIFs, where you can add up the numbers based on multiple criteria, not only one criteria but more than one criteria, to have the sum of desired numbers. So see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.